Hey, welcome to Vegan Finds. I think this is day 9 of the quarantine. Kind of stopped counting after a while. But in any event, tonight's dish is going to be vegan sushi. Sushi is a favorite dish of our flexitarian daughter. I've already been yelled at once today for even remotely hinting that she is anything but a flexitarian. So I'm putting that out there. It's out there. She'll be happy. And so we're making straight up vegan sushi. Of course, it starts with sushi rice. I am not a rice cooking expert. That much I can tell you. And sushi rice in and of itself has a great tradition. The people who make sushi for a living, making the sushi rice is a process that they take great care in. Obviously, at home, we're not nearly as careful nor as generous with our time in making sushi rice. So the keys to making it at home are rinsing that rice. You have to have basically it's a short grain glutinous rice. It's sold as sushi rice, and it's covered in starch. And what you need to do is you need to rinse it. Make sure that when you're rinsing it that the water runs clear. Otherwise you're going to get more of a gluey mess when you cook it. So in order to make good sushi, it starts with good rice. Start with good sushi rice, and go from there. Deal with some excellent ingredients all the way through, because basically it's unadorned. You're eating good rice, good fillings, some seaweed, wrappers. What is it called? Nori. That's it. For some reason it just flipped out of my brain. Good nori sheets, and a little bit of wasabi if people like that. My daughter does not like wasabi, so we won't be putting any wasabi on there, but I encourage wasabi if you do enjoy a little bit of heat to your mix, and good soy sauce. So that's it. I mean, what you see is what you get. And I'm going to be using this gadget right here. My daughter bought this for me. Here it is. This will be a better picture. That'll do. For Hanukkah / Christmas. We haven't used it yet. It is I'm going to say it's like a rice-filled caulk gun. I mean, that's the best way to describe this thing. You fill it with your filling, and then you push it out, and you basically push it out onto the nori roll and roll it up, slice it up. What could be easier? Well, knowing me, probably anything could be easier than doing this, but this is what we're going to be using. So if you like these videos, please subscribe. We will show you the rest as it comes together. And one more thing, to the rice we are going to be adding a vinegar and sugar mix, which is traditional. Some people may find it too sweet. I don't know. I haven't done it in a long time, so I honestly I don't remember whether it's going to be too sweet or not sweet enough or whatever. We'll find out. We'll make it work. Let's put it that way. When all else fails, like Tim Gunn would say, make it work, people. Make it work. Okay, so in order to make sushi rice, what I have in the pot is the rice with 3 3/4 cups of water. It is a 1 to 1.5 ratio rice to water. So if you're doing 1 cup of rice, you want 1.5 cups of water, 2 cups of rice, 3 cups of water. Since I have 2.5 cups of rice, 3 3/4 cups of water. As you can see, the water is starting to boil. I'm going to let it go a little bit further. Then I'm going to bring it back down to a simmer and then cover it for 20 minutes. Okay, so now the sushi rice has been cooked. Basically, I just shut off the pot. And what you want to do is you're going to transfer this to another bowl to cool off. And while that's cooling, you can make the, I'll call it a dressing. It's the sugar and vinegar mix that will be gradually added into the sushi. Slowly, you basically want to use, this is a too wide a thing, but the traditional have a very thin paddle, and they basically slowly cut it into the rice to evenly distribute it, as well as help the cooling process. Okay, so in this bowl I have the cooked sushi rice. I transferred it from the pot, and as you can see, there's a small amount of rice that's stuck to the bottom of the pot. Don't scrape it. That rice is basically overcooked. I mean, granted, you're feeding this to your family and you're not selling it, and so feel free to scrape it off if you want. In this case, it's just me and my daughter. That's going to be plenty of rice for us to make the type of vegan sushi that she wants, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to prepare the vinegar dressing for this, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so in this little cup I have basically made the dressing, which is half a cup of rice wine vinegar, a quarter cup of sugar, a tablespoon of oil, and a generous teaspoon of salt. And basically what you want to do is kind of cut it in to the rice and kind of get you want to get each piece kind of coated with the dressing here. And since I don't know exactly how this is going to taste, and traditionally you kind of want to be gentle, because the idea is not to basically break the grains of rice. You want them to be as whole and individual as humanly possible. That's part of the beauty of this dish, and the simplicity of the dish is to kind of keep every piece intact. Of course, I'm not a sushi professional. I'm not really good at this, so and I just burnt my hand a little bit because this is still a little too warm to actually be doing. But you just kind of be gentle with your rice. Your rice never did anything to you. Don't do anything bad to the rice. So I'm going to take a little taste just to see how it is. You know what? That's probably enough. It's going to be it's a little sweet. I will let this absorb for a little bit, and then I'll test it again. But it's still pretty sweet as far as I'm concerned. And once this is completely cooled and ready to go, I will start making some sushi. I'm going to cut up some ingredients. I have some avocados already cut. I will show you how to cut an avocado. Apparently there's something going around in emergency rooms called avocado thumb. And I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it, so you don't do it this way. And I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so avocado thumb. You might have heard about this. You might wonder what it is. It's people who are holding the avocado like this, and then using the knife trying to cut around it, and the knife slips, slicing their hand like this. If you're not using a really sharp knife, this is not the way to hold an avocado to cut it. You basically want to hold it on the board like this, cut around like this, and then twist it open. Actually, I'll do this one just so you can see. This way you're not sacrificing a finger, or in this case a thumb, in order to get some avocado. See, pretty basic, pretty easy, can't beat it. So that's what you do to cut an avocado. Hopefully nobody has an accident. And I'm going to start cutting up some of our ingredients. Another item that people have difficulty in figuring out how to cut is the dreaded mango. The mango has a big ass pit, runs right down the middle of it, so you kind of want to feel your way around, avoiding your fingers as much as humanly possible, and basically doing that. The pit is right in here, and in order to basically get the best part of the mango out, you just kind of slice it this way. If you have a really sharp knife, be careful, because you can poke right through the skin. It's on these Atufo mangoes, it's really super thin, the skin. The more traditional mangoes, it's a little bit thicker, but as you can see, the slices pop right out. This mango smells absolutely terrific. I'm going to take a little piece. Oh, excellent. Oh, that's so good. As you can see, here's our sushi caulk gun that I'm going to basically prepare. I do have an English hothouse cucumber, which I'm going to take off the skin and then slice it into pieces, remove whatever of the gelatinous center that's left in it, and we'll start making some sushi. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my sushi gun loaded, ready to go. I'm going to see if I can hopefully close this thing together and start the whole process. Already it's causing me anxiety. Maybe I need to switch this around and flip this towards me. I don't rightly know how this works. Okay, now we clamped it down, and we have a toasted nori sheet. The shiny side goes down, I believe, and we are going to start the process. Oh, look at that. This is pretty scary. Oh no.
I feel like one continuous motion would be better.
I don't know how. Just so you know, the directions are not in English on this thing. And
well, first you were supposed to start it at the end.
What do you mean?
The sushi roll.
Alright, this is like an epic fail. That's what I'm calling this. TOD. It looks good in here. It probably will work much better if I just did that.
Wow.
And then rolled it like that.
Wow. Is all I'm going to say.
And there you have it.
Oh my God.
This is a sushi roll.
Barely.
Okay, well, this is the first one.
Definition.
This end needs some help. So I'm going to show you how to cut the sushi properly. So I'll be back with a sharp knife so you can actually see how this is done. Okay, folks, so here's our sushi roll. Granted, it's the first time I'm using that doohickey. Not the greatest thing in the world. Just need to wipe off the blade, because I did cut off the cruddy end so you wouldn't see it. And I ate it. It actually tasted pretty good. So basically, when you're cutting sushi, you want to do it in one continuous motion towards you, not a sawing motion. So it's basically one cut like that. I cut that one a little thin. You want to cut it a little bit thicker. And since the rice is sticky, you want to actually moisten your blade. That's why you'll see them wiping the blades off, and you can see there's a lot of residue from the rice on the blade. And basically that's how you do it. That's sushi in a nutshell. I will continue to make some. If I get better at it, I will actually videotape that and show you. But I wouldn't hold my breath. Let's put it that way. Okay, so here's the first roll that we did. As you can see, I'm not a sushi expert. These slices are not uniform at all. Very clunky, but it's done. I'm glad I actually got this far. And if you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and do leave a comment. Good, bad, indifferent, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. However you like it, that's fine by me. And as long as you keep watching, we'll keep making.
Yeah,
So,
hold on.
oh, we got, oh, look at that. We got a little pickled ginger. Oh, somebody's trying to be a little professional there. Oh, there we go. So our daughter's going to be happy. She's got some sushi to start with. I'm going to make some avocado and cucumber for her, and we'll see how many more rolls I have to make. I probably have enough rice to make 5 or 6 rolls, providing that somebody doesn't eat all the rice. Anyway, I enjoyed doing this. It was fun. It wasn't easy.
Don't buy that sushi thing.
That sushi.
That sushi thing wasn't.
The sushi thing is, I wouldn't use the twisty part, but if you want to make it easier on yourself, it'll definitely put the two halves together quite nicely. But trying to squeeze it out, I'm going to edit that out. The bleeping thing was very difficult. My wife, who hates sushi, just made a better roll. Now I'm going to have to slice off the edge of this better roll right here, because every sushi roll has got a good extra half a mile worth of stuff. I need to obviously clean off my blade here. My sous chef is not being very suey.
Sous chef?
Yeah.
No. I think the true test is going to be our daughter. I just want food. Whose sushi roll?
Whose sushi roll reigns supreme? I might just screw these up on purpose. This really gives you a good appreciation for what these guys do, what they go through, because quite honestly,
Totally CR4.
mine looked like crap. These are better than mine, I'll admit it. But the child is the final arbiter. We're going to make some more, and we're going to continue. But of course, we need to take a picture. Anyway, my wife made a better sushi thing. I'm going to eat this one right now. I'm going to run out of battery. Anyway, so we finally figured out how this doohickey works. You don't twist it, you push it. My genius wife figured that out. So we have
No, let me roll, because you clearly don't know how to roll.
I thought you knew that I was pushing.
No, it's because
It's clearly push in, push out.
Why is it clearly?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, yeah. Now you saw it, so don't
No,
give me that.
I could have told you that.
Oh yeah. So This is the sushi roll I made. The person who hates sushi made this amazing sushi roll because I figured out how to use the sushi maker. So I do actually highly recommend the sushi maker.
Well, now that we know how to use it.
Oh, no.
No.
Now that your wife knows how to use it.
Okay. So from now on, you can make all the sushi.
No. I can't do nori. I can't do nori.
All right. So we do have one that does not have any rice in it. I mean, that does not have any nori because my wife is allergic to seafood. So anything that smells like nori, she doesn't like. So if you like these videos, click the subscribe button. This was a total disaster.
Until I came along.
Until she came along, just like my life. Click the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up for liking. Hit that subscribe button again, because we want you twice.